Hi everybody, welcome back to story time. We are here gathered in my living room for another story time. So I hope you're all happy and I hope you're all having a nice day and you can sit down comfortably and relax and enjoy Obvious Elephant. Now guys, Charlie, Billy, we all ready? Hope you're all sitting comfortably. The Obvious Elephant. Imagine a town in a country where a simple thing like an elephant had never been seen or heard of. Well, not so long ago, there was a town exactly like that. And one day the people awoke to find an elephant sitting bewildered in the main square, mopping his brow with a red spotted handkerchief and wondering how it got there. I love the word bewildered. It means he was confused about how he got there. So at first, the people were afraid of him, but he seemed so friendly that they soon lost their fear and went over to speak to him out of curiosity. "What's your name?" they asked. "And what are you?" "I don't know," said the elephant. "I haven't got a name, and I don't know what I am." The people all looked confused. How could this thing as big as that have no name and not know what it was? "You've got no business not to have a name," they said. "You've got no business not knowing who you are." "I know what he is," said a little boy who was 7 3/4, and he was known locally for telling tall stories. He told them he'd seen bears on the moon. Do you think that was true? No. His name, and it was his name because it was embroidered on either sock, was Eric, and nobody ever listened to him. "I know exactly what it is." "Quiet," said the policeman. "I'm going to poke him with a stick and see what he does." The policeman poked him, and as expected, the elephant didn't like it. "Maybe it wants plugging in," somebody said. "Wants wiring up." "But it's not electric," said Eric. He looked at the nozzle. Someone said, "What's that for?" And no one knew except Eric, but nobody was listening to him. "All right, I've got it," said the train driver. "It's obvious what it is. It's a new type of railway engine." So they took the elephant to the railway station and connected him to a train. But do you think he would move? No. "Why doesn't he go?" asked everyone. "Give him some coal." "But I don't like coal," said the elephant. "I like cake and buns." "If you like cake and buns," said the train driver, "then you can't be a train. I wonder what you could be." "I'll tell you what it is," said Eric. "Oh, be quiet," said the grown-ups. Poor Eric. "It's all right. It's obvious what he is," said the fireman. "He's a fire engine. Look at his hose. That's what that long nozzle is. Give him to me and I'll put a fire out." So they took the elephant to the fire and pointed him at the flames. But he didn't like it at all, and he was frightened of the red and yellow flames. "Oh no, oh no, oh no! He can't be a fire engine," said the dustman. "He doesn't like fire." "But it's obvious what he is." "What's that?" they all asked, except Eric, who knew. "He's a modern type of refuse collecting machine," said the dustman. "A kind of vacuum cleaner." So they took the elephant round the streets to empty all the dustbins. But the elephant sucked up so much rubbish from there that he nearly burst. "He's no good," they said. "He's rotten thing, whatever he is. He can't do anything." But Elephant looked upset. "But you must do something," said the train driver, the fireman and the dustman. "Take him to a professor to examine him." There he goes, off to the professor. The elephant looked frightened. "Don't worry," said Eric, holding up a great big ear to whisper. "The professor is a nice old duffer anyway. I'll come with you." "Will you?" said the elephant. "Of course I will," said Eric, "and I'll look after you." The elephant seemed very happy to have found a friend, and circling Eric with his trunk, lifted him up and put him on top of his head like a hat. All eyes were looking at Eric. It was a good place to sit, and off they went to see the professor. Interesting, said the professor. Very interesting indeed. He took measurements and photographs, some with Eric in them, more detailed drawings, carried out some scientific tests, and worked out plans. And then at last he came to his conclusion. I wonder what he's going to think. At first, said the professor, I thought this great big, enormous and quite huge thing must be some sort of submarine. It was the periscope that confused me. This bit where it comes out, periscope. But after further research and consultation with my friend the diver, I now feel sure and confident that it is... Yes, they said. It is, said the professor. Yes, a big, The professor hesitated, trying to remember the word. A big... Yes, they all said, a big what? Elephant, shouted Eric on top of the elephant's head. Yes, confirmed the professor, that's what it is. It's an elephant, no more, no less. An elephant, they said. What's that? It is, said the professor, what you see in front of you. But what does it do? Oh, it does nothing, cried Eric. It's simply an elephant. Yes, of course, the long-nosed variety, added the professor. Well, they said, that makes a difference. If he's an elephant, he's an elephant. We can't think of why we didn't think of that before. The people of the town were very proud and pleased with their elephant, so pleased that they built him a special house in the garden in the park, with a greenhouse to grow his vegetables, melons, carrots and cucumbers, which Professor discovered was his proper food. Thank you all for my lovely house, said the elephant to all his guests at the moving in party. But if you wouldn't mind, there's one more thing that I would like. You can have anything, they said. What is it? A name, he replied. A name? But your name's Elephant. No, it isn't, said the elephant. I want a proper name. Everyone looked confused until Eric had an idea. Lifting his big ear, he put another whisper into it. He asked the elephant if he could have a look at the red spotted handkerchief that he'd arrived with. I thought so, he exclaimed. 100% cotton. That's what's embroidered on your handkerchief. And if my socks are anything to go by, well, that's got to be your name. It's obvious, everyone agreed, with a great round of applause. His name is 100% cotton. Everybody was very happy. The whole town was very happy. And it made 100% cotton and his new pal, Eric, very happy. I think that's an interesting way to name the elephant. But do you think that's really what his name was? Have a think. Right, I will say goodbye. And Charlie will say goodbye. We'll all say goodbye. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.